Hello everyone, this is World Conspiracy Daily, WC Daily. Nearly 14,000 companies in China violate pollution rules, compared with Indian industries. Environmental inspectors in northern China have found that nearly 14,000 companies, or 70% of businesses they examined, failed to meet the environmental standards for controlling air pollution, according to the state news agency report. The inspector working for the Ministry of Environmental Protection came up with those results after 2 months of work across 28 cities in northern China, said Xinhua, the state news agency. The companies and the industries varied widely, including the businesses such as wool processing and furniture productions. More than 4,700 companies were in unauthorized locations, lacked the proper certificates and failed to meet the emission standards, said the report, which was published on Sunday, June 11th. Even though Chinese leaders have vowed to crack down on polluters, the factories continue to contribute to severe levels of air, water and soil pollution. Chinese citizens cite the country's widespread pollution as one of the issues of greatest concerns to them. The announcement, which was dated June 10th and circulated online last week, also calls into question whether China can fill the global leadership vacuum on the issue of climate change. China, the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases, has urged the countries to abide by the Paris Climate Control Accord. Even though President Trump is withdrawing the United States, historically the largest emitter from the accord, even Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of India, had a dig at Donald Trump, the President of the United States, for withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord. China had pledged to hit certain targets to try to limit or bring down emission, and its leaders say they intend to curb coal uses. Coal consumption, the biggest source of greenhouse gases, has been flat or declining in recent years, largely because of slowing economic growth. But state-owned enterprises that burn coal, including those in the power, steel and cement sectors, remain powerful and challenge official efforts to limit the coal consumption. Coal is also the largest and the biggest source of air pollutants, including the fine particulate matter commonly known as the PM2.5, deemed by the scientists to be extremely harmful. The coal-burning steel factories in Hebei, the province surrounding Beijing, are a huge emitter of air pollutants and greenhouse gases. The inspectors sent out by the Environmental Ministry have been looking at enterprises in what is known as Xinhua area, a vast urban sprawl that includes the cities of Beijing and Tianjin, as well as the Hebei province. The Beijing municipal areas have about 22 million people and Tianjin with 15 million people. In April, the Ministry of Environmental Protection announced it was carrying out a series of inspections over 1 year to try and improve the air quality. It said about 5,600 inspectors would be sent to Beijing, Tianjin and 26 smaller cities in Xinhua. The ministry has been posting announcements with some results from the round of inspection. The latest announcement said that 467 enterprises inspected in one recent round, a staggering 350 or 75% has environmental problems. The issue included a lack of pollution control mechanism and sewage treatment facilities. Cities in northern China have some of the worst air pollution in the world, rivaled only by the urban centers in India and Iran. Li Keqiang, the China's premier, has vowed to carry out a war on pollution. On occasion, officials in Beijing had to issue a red alert, ordering the shutdown of schools and telling people to stay home because of overwhelming of smog. Smog, which is the mix of the fog and the smoke of polluted. So what do you think of? Can China at least tackle these companies to reduce from 14,000 to 1,000 companies in a year? Or it is a lesson for US and Indian and African countries to look after the pollutants in the air? Post your comments below, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and follow us on social networks and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching. This is WC Daily. Think big, think different. Bye.